Two questions for you, Steph. One, is their defense doing anything that is kind of getting you off rhythm or getting you out of your comfort zone, would you say?
I mean, they play physical and they switch a lot. We've seen it so many times. Trying to assess the night tonight. I think I got a lot of good looks early, just didn't make them. It's kind of that kind of vibe right now where my expectations, how I shoot the ball normally, are always there. And sometimes you just go through some rough patches, and just one thing you can't lose is confidence and aggressiveness. And second half was better, so eventually it'll break through, and get back to kind of how I expected to shoot the ball. But other stuff in terms of just being aggressive, trying to make plays, and get the offense rolling like we normally do is the key.
Would you say that fourth quarter was
it was a breakthrough for sure. For sure. I wasn't ready for that question.
Third row, left-hand side.
Steph Karrath-Burke, NBC Sports Bay Area. Let's stay in that fourth quarter. The end of the game, you kind of crouched down on the court. It looked like you were either taking a deep exhale or saying something to yourself. What did you think about that finish?
I mean, all the things that happened tonight in terms of how we started the game, got out to the huge lead, kind of flamed out the end of the second quarter. We could have expanded that lead and missed a lot of shots. What happens to KD in the third, where a tough situation that you see a guy who's been playing amazing for so long head back to the locker room, and it's kind of uncertainty about what's going on there. Honestly, it was a little deflating for a second, and then we rallied. And so all the different roller coaster of emotions tonight. At the end of the day, it's about winning and losing and trying to just endure to the finish line, and we were able to do that tonight. And just taking a moment of reflection. Now we got some more work to do on Friday in Houston, and great opportunity for us to finish the series.
Standing up, left-hand side.
Steph, Ryan Leong with NBC News Radio. How big will that challenge be if you guys don't have Kevin, and also the fact that the home team has won every game in this series? You guys could try to break that on Friday.
I mean, we'll see what happens in the next 24 or 48 hours on the injury front. But, we've had the next man up mentality for a long time now. And, hopefully the situation will be no different in terms of it'll be challenging. Obviously, again, it's tough to replace, the output that KD's been doing this whole entire playoff run. But, what Jonas was able to do when he came in, Zoe's going to have an opportunity. What Kevon did for us, in those minutes down the stretch in the fourth quarter were huge. So everybody's going to, need to be ready, and we're going to have to, just claw our way to one more win, no matter no matter what it takes, to be honest. And we're excited about it. It's a big win for us today. Carry that momentum to Friday.
Standing up, left-hand side.
Steph, Tim Kawakami, The Athletic. Did it strike you in the moment that it looked really serious for Kevin? And was there a reaction on the bench? Was there conversation? Or do you have to stay in the moment of the game?
I mean, anytime you see something non-contact like that, it's scary. And you could see the look on his face. He didn't really understand what was happening in that moment and trying to figure it out, and went straight back to the locker room. During the timeout, we all looked at each other, and there were a couple of smiles in terms of like what that meant for us as a team and the guys that were going to need to step up in those moments. Again, next man up mentality. Draymond said that at some point during that timeout. It's hard to remove yourself from thinking about your teammate and your brother as he's back in the locker room getting checked out. But, we were able to lock back in and just find a way to win the game. And now we can regroup and understand whatever the situation is going forward.
Fourth row, right-hand side. Nobody? No?
No questions.
Second row here in the middle. Let's go. Right here. Middle, second row, middle.
Steph, right here in the middle. Jeff Ferrato, Bay Area News Group. Steve Kerr said that when Kevin went out, he sensed that you sort of went into a different mode. Do you think in the fourth quarter you just started playing better, or did you actually sort of shift your mindset?
No, I thought I was aggressive the whole game. I just missed shots, and again, that's going to happen. Right before KD got hurt, I missed a layup right at the rim and a wide open three in transition, and that was like the lowest point of the game for me in terms of just searching. But when he went out, you know, you finally got the ball in your hands, try to initiate the offense, and shots went in. So again, it's all about not losing confidence in yourself and just find a way to find any type of life on the offensive end. You know, Klay was amazing, hit some big shots. Draymond hit that big three. Looney gave us a lot of good opportunities on second chance, with the offensive rebounds, and everybody just found, we dug deep collectively. So it's a big way to respond to an unfortunate situation.
Standing back, left-hand side.
Steph, Nick Friedel, ESPN. Obviously, lots of stuff changes when Kevin goes out, but over the last 3 years, when you guys have had that experience when he's not on the floor, what do you think changes the most?
I mean, we have certain play calls that we call just for KD to get him into the right spots to take advantage of different mismatches and get him into his sweet spots. Those play calls may go away, but for the main identity of who we are offensively is, moving the ball, moving bodies, trying to create good looks with, regular motion offense and things like that. And so it's going to be really key for us, if he can't play on Friday, to just to execute at a high level on those opportunities, take care of the basketball, turn defense into offensive opportunities in transition, but just try to make them work on the defensive end, every possession. I think down the stretch we did that. I was in a lot of pick and roll situations, just trying to find, a shot or get the ball moving, and just causing, confusion. And that's kind of our identity when he's out there. But we have obviously the luxury of being able to just put him in certain spots to score. If we don't have that, we just got to, be that much more locked in on executing, whether it's half court or transition.
Second row, middle.
Matt Schneidman, Bay Area News Group. Draymond said he was surprised Klay took that last layup with a couple of seconds left. What was going through your mind with kind of the hectic nature of that last sequence?
It was wild. When he first gave it up to Andre and was trying to get it back, it was kind of jumbled up right there. At the end of the day, whether he tried to run the clock out or get a foul or get a bucket, we ran enough time off the clock and just found a way to secure the possession. I'm sure if he had to take it back, he probably would have just kept the ball and tried to get a foul there and knock down 2 free throws, but it obviously worked out. In those situations, there's a lot of chaos. There's guys just running around and, trying to find the open guy and just make a simple play. But, he found an opportunity to finish. He was composed when he had the ball, considering all the chaos, which is kind of crazy. I think Klay would be the only type of dude that could do that in that situation, for sure.